invisible and everyone knows who you are.
For the night, stand here a while, take a little time. Since you went away, it came to a halt. Silence is everywhere, and you're not
untouchable, burning brighter than the sun. And when you're close, I feel like coming undone. Birth of heaven. Yeah, it is an old school Taylor Swift kind of night. Her song Tim McGraw came on the radio tonight on my way to dinner, and it just like unleashed this huge world of nostalgia, and I just had to embrace it. Hello, welcome to my vlog. I have not vlogged in weeks because I really need to work on my California vlogs, so I took a little break so I could focus on that and readjust to school after break and all that. A lot has happened. I have a lot to update you guys on since we have last spoken, and a lot of it is like really, really good things. The first important update is that you are currently stacked on 17 books. Funny enough, that is my lucky number. And speaking of books, I am currently beginning Let the Great World Spin by Colin McCann, and it's really, really good. It's totally giving me Salinger vibes and Catcher in the Rye, that type of work. So it's a Sunday night, and today has basically just been getting stuff done. I have been putting off so much that I really needed to focus on the to-do list. Part of that to-do list is to respond to hi baby. Part of that to-do list is to respond to all of your guys' amazing letters that you've been sending. Let me show you. I have my little pile of unresponded letters at my desk, but I want to go through them because that's really, really exciting. Wow. Woo! Okay. The first and most recent letter that I received was actually all the way from Serbia, and it's from Tiara. She is so sweet. She wrapped her letter in a streamer. Like, that's adorable. It's so cool that someone can know you so well, yet you've never met in person, just based on my videos. She sent me a couple of her favorite teas from Serbia that she wanted me to try. We have ginger lemon, forest fruits, and a super fruit one. It's a tea company from Serbia. Like, I think that's so amazing. She sent a little note along with it. She wrote, "A really great tea company here in Serbia. Hope you like it." So in an upcoming video, I will definitely try this tea. She also included this quote, and she translated it for me. She said that the sticker says, "When love becomes a coward, hatred becomes a pleasure." It's in Serbian, and it is a part of a project promotion. The project is called Balkan Without Hate. Thought that was very positive and like full of love, and I'm actually right now gonna hang it on my wall of happy things. And then, of course, with all the extra amazing just surprises and very sweet, thoughtful gifts, Tiara wrote, this is beautiful, by the way. Like, I don't know if you can tell because the camera definitely does not do it justice, but there is this beautiful, like, imprinted paper. That was the envelope, but the actual letter, like, that she wrote it on has this top border, and it's just, like, so beautiful. I wanted to share with you part of what she wrote. I hope that that is okay, Tiara. If not, my bad, but I really love it. She says, "You inspire me, motivate me to be more productive and more myself. Your kindness and your authenticity are amazing. Just wanted to write it because you often forget how awesome you are." And I just found that so, like, yes, like, you get me. You understand how I work. And that's because she's been watching my videos just like so many others have, and that part still freaking blows my mind that there are people out there that know me so well, and here I am having no idea who they are unless they tell me. On the topic, actually, I don't think I've ever talked about it on this channel yet. I was recently recognized for the first time, and that's such a weird way of putting it. I was getting coffee with my friend Abby. We were at Spy House, where I'm always there. This person crosses the corner by our table. I thought she tripped because she kind of like stumbled while she was holding her tea, and she made a weird noise, so I just assumed that she lost her step or balance. But suddenly she goes, "Oh my gosh, I watch your YouTube videos," and like, I don't even know how to explain that feeling of just like, whew, like, what? Because you don't really realize it's real, like online. I got to hug her and meet her, and I actually got coffee with her about a week later. Actually, no, a little longer because I went to California, but when I came back, we got coffee, and it was so nice not having to worry about first impressions because she already knows me. I realized how well she knew me when we were talking, and she just randomly could say my age, be like, come on, you're 21, like blah, 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 blah. I had to get to know her. She already knew me, and that is such a cool feeling. It reminds me of when I went to a meetup at Playlist Live in September, Playlist Live DC. I was meeting Tana, the Church Twins, Carrie, Rad, Carrington, I think that's how you say her name, she's the Instagrammer, all these girls, and I talked to Danielle Marie Carolyn. It was cool because I asked her if she went to her blowout that morning because she tweeted something about how she wasn't sure if she was going to have time. I like could talk to her about college because she was a senior. I told her like best of luck this year and all that stuff. It's just crazy because I was on the other end where I knew so much about someone and they didn't even know who I was. Now here I am sitting down for coffee with a viewer that knows me so well and wants to talk to me about my life and her life, and she actually gave me a list of publications because she knows that I'm a writer, and it was just a cool feeling that motivates me beyond belief to continue creating and create those authentic relationships. I was recently watching this audition tape for VidCon's Small Creators panel. One of the prompts was asking what are the benefits of being a smaller creator, and the YouTuber said that you get to really create strong relationships because when you're a big YouTuber, you're almost too big to do that because it's overwhelming, but now is the time to seek those individual relationships and really create genuine online and offline relationships with people that get you and want to get to know you. That's motivating to me. Like, yeah, it's wonderful growing on YouTube. In fact, I am somehow gaining more subscribers these days than I used to. I write down every time I gain like a certain goal, I guess, and I graph it to see the, I'm such a nerd, but it's to kind of to see the development rate. And I have been growing a little faster recently than usual, and it's really cool, but I'm really happy at the same time that I am a small YouTuber still and that I can receive letters and respond to all of them. There's so many big YouTubers that say thank you, I love everything you sent me, I wish I could send you a card back, but there are just too many letters. Yeah, that must be like amazing to have too many letters to respond to, but I'm happy that I have my little handful and that I can respond to them, and it makes me, I don't know, it's a cool fucking feeling and I want to share it. So Tiara, thank you so much for everything that you sent me. It made my day. I'm going to cherish your letters so much. And the streamers, I'm putting these in my YouTube memory box as a little memory, so thank you so much. Okay, moving on to what I also recently just got. My good friend Katie's son on YouTube, God bless her soul. Look at the stationery that she sent me. They're moon phases. I literally freaked out when I got this card. She's adorable. She said, P.S. How sick is this card? I saw it and I was like, OMG, it's perfect for Makayla. Going off of what I just ranted about, how it's so cool that someone can know you so well. This card is the most beautiful thing ever, and I'm also putting it up on my wall of happy things. That's like what I love, is after I receive a letter, I can like find a place to call home for it, and it's just so sweet. So thank you so much, Katie. I'm sending out a response very, very shortly. Hunter Merck, another YouTube friend, sent me this adorable little card. She's also in college, and I feel like our lives are both just so crazy. It's nice that we're pen pals, but it's okay in between how long we take to send a response because we're both like, I understand. Someone from my preschool class that I haven't seen since preschool, except for this year, she found my YouTube channel and she sent me this card. It's a little cat. Isn't it adorable? I'm totally going to color it in too. I love when people like mention the stationery that she sent. She said, I wasn't sure if this was a cat or a fox, but I wanted it to be a cat since we both love them. I didn't even think it could be a fox. This is a cat. I love cats. Oh, and last but not least, I recently got a letter from my good friend Bailey, who started out as a viewer. She lives in California. Sorry if I just gave away your location, but I love that you live in California. It's significant because with her letter, she sent me this sticker, and it's Santa Barbara, California, but I really, really love it. I don't have many stickers from California like this. Actually, the only one that I have is this free one. It's from Brandy Melville, and I got it with Kiara and Gabby before VidCon last year, but I love this sticker so much. I'm debating like where to put it. I kind of want to put it like on my car. It might actually make me like my car more because I don't really have a strong connection with my vehicle since I loved my first car all through high school, and then recently I had to give that to my brother, and now it's his, and it makes me super sad because I loved it a lot. It'll make me like my current vehicle a lot more. Anyways, those are all the letters that I recently received and have yet to respond to. I will get back to you when I put them on my wall of happy things. I love showing off my wall of happy things because it makes me happy. There's something else that I also really wanted to share with you guys. This is an update vlog. Like, a lot has been happening these last few months, so it's gonna be long, it's gonna be important, and I hope that it makes your heart just like melt with happiness. As many of you know and have watched and been so supportive, I recently had a break-in into my car and my backpack was stolen. I'm not like dwelling on it at all. In fact, I'm trying to look at the bright side of this, and one of the biggest, brightest sides or parts of this whole experience was the love that I received. Wow, I'm getting sappy. Anyway, meet my brand new backpack. It's a North Face. It's from someone that I really haven't spoken to since high school. Isn't that crazy? In that video, I talk about how sentimental I am about my North Face backpack, even though it was just a backpack and I shouldn't have been that sentimental. I really was, because it was one of my first big purchases. I finally was able to save up and buy myself a North Face to fit in at school. Like, that's all I wanted in 9th grade, was to fit in with my peers, which is dumb, but I really wanted a North Face like everyone at my school, and I was so proud of accomplishing that goal and getting one, and it was such a sturdy backpack. I'm really glad that I did a what's in my backpack earlier this year, because I have it preserved on camera, and I always thought I would have it. I just thought it would be my backpack for life, and I'd be old and be able to say that I bought it with my own money and still feel that sense of pride. So my good friend Treva watched that video, and a few days later I received an email from North Face saying, "Treva sent you a gift card." And I was in so much shock because I have not spoken to her sincerely in probably a few years. Of course, there's social media and we're connected that way. I tried to think about the last time I saw her in person, and I don't know if I'm just an awful person, but I really couldn't think of a situation besides grad parties or high school. Because of YouTube, she still felt connected to me enough to send me money to buy a new backpack. And here it is. And I use it every single day. I love and cherish it so much because I know what it means. It's just such a wonderful act of kindness. I texted my friends telling them, and we all just universally agreed that that was one of the nicest things anybody has ever done. Wow, we were in so much shock in the best way possible. So Treva, thank you so freaking much. I know I've said that like a million times, but I can't get over the fact that you did that. It makes me want to be a better person. I feel like I've been really catching up with my internal self these last few days. I've always been a journaler. That's not a word. I've always been someone who journals a lot. I need to create. I'm a creator. I've been really behind on that with school and just traveling and trying to fit time in with real life people and my internal self, if that makes sense. Most of my nights and days are spent with people in my life, and I don't get this time to reflect and create and just be myself by myself in my room. But recently I have. This is my current journal. I love it dearly. And it's one that I thought I lost in that vlog when I talked about my backpack being stolen. Ever since I found it in the alley, it has become so much more important to me. I swear to God, I never take this thing out of my bedroom now. I used to carry it with me 100% of the time. I'm too afraid that something might happen again, so it stays in my room, and whenever I have a thought, I just jot it down on my phone and then later on make it tangible. So I wanted to share with you some pages because I'm pretty freaking proud of them. So let's start. I'll start here. I was in class one day and our professor was like, he mentioned one of the laws, and then he was like, wait, is that the first or the second law? In my head I was like, I don't even know if I could list all 3 laws, so I looked them up and wrote them down. I don't know why, but I just felt that was important. And then I paired it with this printed quote that I had left over from another journal entry from Albert Einstein, and it just says, the basic laws of the universe are simple, but because our senses are limited, we can't grasp them. There is a pattern in creation. These are actually doodles from class, and that was a song stuck in my head, but I thought it was pretty fitting. The sun goes down and it comes back up. The world, it turns no matter what. So just hold on. And then the next page, I decided to take the Santa Monica map that I had and create a little collage out of it. As you can tell, I put the map part behind the written portion, and then I cut out a few other things about it. There's the Ferris wheel that we rode on and kissed on, and then a little just description of my day. The second page, I also added the map part as kind of like a border, along with a thought that I had while peeing at midnight in the bathroom of a comedy store, and kind of like a summary of our first day in California together. So we went to Earth for breakfast. Here's my receipt. We explored Santa Monica. We had sushi, and then we went to a comedy show. The sticker was actually on our silverware at Toast Cafe, and I thought it was adorable. I made sure to save it to put in here. This is about LACMA. I also saved our admission tickets to LACMA. I recommend pausing and reading this description of artwork that I saw at the museum. It was describing a painting, and it was very abstract, and after I read this, I totally understood it more, and I just thought it was so beautiful. I really wanted to save that. We have my Wax Museum photo pass that we obviously did not pay for the photo that they've like forced you to take. I have one of our Ferris wheel tickets along with the stickers from LACMA. My boyfriend saved his for me, saying that I should put it on my laptop case or something, and I do, but then I also realized that I don't want to use, like I want to save them. So you can't really tell, but they're actually still on that shiny wax paper, and I could easily peel them off and use them, but I'm saving them still because I'm a hoarder like that. I think that is it. The rest, I believe, are just my thoughts. But that's a small look into one of my mini journals that I have at the moment. I always love looking into other people's journals, so I thought it might be fun for you guys to see that. If you have me on Snap, you know that I often snap pages of my journals, usually late at night when I'm working on them and feel that urge of inspiration. This vlog was pretty long, so I hope that you enjoyed, and that's what's been going on with my life lately. I'm a little busy, a little stressed, but everything is good. I promise you that you will see me very, very shortly on this channel. Bye!